There is something people are not talking about, and that is the selection of the people he brought to his inauguration. Sir Osha John Mahama and Crawford from about this time were more of coup plotters, tyrants, people who have taken the seats of their country for so long. Someone like Paul Kagame. He has been on the throne for 24 years. What happens in Rwanda? Anybody that has been to Rwanda, I've been there once, okay? But anybody that has been to Rwanda, say, you almost 3 capital cities now. Every place you would have bush. Anybody that knows Rwanda will tell you this. And I'll tell you one secret about Paul Kagame. Whenever there is an election, he will make sure, say, right after election. So if you go to, I'm like Rwanda, for those who are familiar with Rwanda. If you go to Rwanda, there is this thing he does, say, once the elections is over, there is no campaign. There is no political party. There is no opposition. In Rwanda, there is no opposition. Anybody that wants to challenge, let them bring the evidence. In Rwanda, once election is done, every Anka Ghana election area say, Anka away, John Mahama, Obama, Baumia, Alan, why not mobile standing, Obiabeko jail. You invited coup plotters as a democratic president too. You invited coup plotters, did not even think about the region they are coming from. The intelligence in the world tells us, say Ghana, terrorists and these people are trying to come into this country. And the borders they are using is the Burkina Faso place. Because of lack of intelligence. Because of we just want to show off. You let somebody with a cocked gun at his waist climb the presidential podium to greet you. And you're a democratic president. I have nothing against the Burkina Faso guy. But we are talking about danger and protocol. Sorry about now United Showbiz. I can't see them because unfortunately they have found a way to pay some idiots to sit there to bastardize a government. Today he went to Parliament. First day you are sleeping. You think it's a joke? To me, President Toyada, and this president slept, and me a plus 1 year busy, 1 year busy, 1 year busy. No, you fucking went to Parliament and slept your first day on the job. It's a Ghana for me. I'm serious. The people who looked at every candidate and voted for A plus, all because of Sika Kakra no dear inducee, thanks to Kennedy Japan. How many times has he come to see Kennedy Japan financed him? And now you've not seen his videos. And they are no said them didn't kaka and a jaba. Now and then me program no men train to try sa may no very short because you best start a Juma and Kasa very soon. Me topic I made by no more free Facebook very simple. You say the chaotic reset has begun. Naturally, say saka reset ya. Yenuanom eye omampele fo no kroduso ene ntwomfo no ekaye no a start. Na mera hoba mera nhupi. Mera enhupi no very simple. Ene ne say eye na nka ye hunu de ebesi. Ena ye ntu ho fo a ene beye meya. But dia AC no ye hunu ye tu ho fo. Utie ye hunu ye etu ho fo ka se sa papa ya mo pese mo side ne bai enya ade a wo bebo bra papa bia de aboa Ghana entin kamo betumi a menuanom kamo betumi a kamo mayeni na ho ene yesi da bi ebi adidi ebi ndidi ye na mesabansa ade bi ya me wanwa. I don't think say president bi aba call say bi aba ka kire me if you be a DD, that everybody was rich. No. There is no government that was able to provide for every household. When Rollins was there, people were complaining things was hard. But there were rich people in Ghana and their kids were enjoying life. When J. Kufuor came with all the stuff at J. Kufuor, you know, still I know Kropobi complaining say, "On mining yet the momo." Atamils by the same. John Mahama about first time the same. Kufuor by the same. So until when are Ghanaians going to learn? Say it is not the duty of a government to provide daily bread. So, if we don't do that, politicians will forever take Ghana for a joke. It is not the duty of any president to put food on your table. However, it is the duty of every government to bring an enabling environment that can allow you to eat. Enti sa wo de kose wutiri mu se minidi ye menya bintini na nunto kotoaba hoping say MPP ba ubedidi NDC ba ubedidi anye jai politics here. Don't follow politics, don't even vote. Sure. And then niama kakra bia koso wo Ghana ama nebu mabem. Boss, I want you to you have my videos, right? Don't worry. We will go through the videos. But I want Ghanaians to see the mistake they have done. There is this small boy called A+. I call him small boy because I know how he got up. Without Nanado, that guy would have been dead by now. By now, because a nekura is kaka kraba in semno, or that's so we are peteshi. Or that's so we something at the same brabo. Something his father complained about. And today, I will reveal a conversation I had with the late dad. I was like this with A+ father. Okay? And the reason why I'm in A+ Papa Beye say was because Manotrano. I spoke against him because of the anger I had towards A+. I ended up saying something unsuitable about the father. Then somebody called me and told me, say, Papa na waye nesano, or ye nipa say, or ye nipa say. So my father, my real father, called me and told me, Sekwesi, if this is what you are going to do in politics, then I will not support it. From today, don't turn on your camera. If not, go and apologize to the man. So I found the number and I apologized to Mr. Obeng. And he was so graceful and gracious to me, to the point, say, he forgave me for speaking against him, and actually told me, say, Bibi Abeka fan the banner who be I then no crack. The man actually told me, say, a free nekono, neba kwami A+ no, memboni yamu kopim so besisa. His own auntie, did the voice note to me and told me, say, Adia Kwame Esare yeno eyom wanwan. Because so Kwame Esare dian Kenya Kufuor anka woni wan. His own uncle in London told me, Sakwesi, Sakwa we die, boniyamu sa akopem so obesesa. The family gave him to me free. Yeah. And that is because of how ignoramus and arrogant that boy is. Very arrogant guy. Utie. Very, very arrogant guy. I'm the one that forced him to go to parliament. Oh, yes. I took 3 days to dismantle TPP. The stupid thing he claims was going to help people. I dismantled that. Because I went on their website and their mission statement and vision and everything is opposite to what he was doing. So I said, oh, sorry, you talk about ex-gratia. You can't sit on social media and change ex-gratia. You have to be an MP. And go and make law and say, I want us to repeal ex-gratia. We don't want ex-gratia no more. Sorry, I bet now United Showbiz. I can't them because unfortunately they have found a way to pay some idiots to sit there to bastardize a government. Today he went to parliament. First day you are sleeping. You think it's a joke? To me, President Toyada and this president slept and me A+. 1 year busy. No, you fucking went to parliament and slept your first day on the job. It's a Ghana for me. You're going to central and move on a door. I'm serious. The people who looked at every candidate and voted for A+, all because of Sika Kakra no dear Indusi, thanks to Kennedy Japan. How many times has he come to see Kennedy Japan financed him? And now you've not seen his videos. He said Kennedy Japan financed him throughout this whole thing, and it's a fact. And young Mukesia near the Koba Sario and Kapleko on any qual leader or A+ betra sabi UTV wa or Cassette said the we are sent to me na on Netias. On your first fucking day, young boy, and Kokrafok one night. And as young as you are, hey, 1 year busy, hey, 1 year busy, hey, 1 year busy. You went there to go and sleep. Oh, video no. Bomomo. We. A ban kasa, A+ kasa chi obia organa ha. Na no baga nkwasia samni nsem nkwa. First day I do call parliament wakoda. For those of you watching on Facebook, he's sleeping. But guess his slogan, 1 year busy. Is this how to be busy? 1 year busy, no ya. Kwame sorry. 1 2 Abama, 1 2 Abama, 1 year busy, 1 2 Abama. And I say keda. And I don't blame you. Because when you have people who only think about what they will eat today and don't think about should I get sick, where would I go? Fools like that will be celebrated in this country. A+ did you be at them? Yansen you be at tribo. No Ghana youth has sense or no kwane wajene. When the opportunity finally presented itself to come A+ wakoda or parliament. For those of you on Facebook, you saw it. Wada, wakoda. And yet this guy was there. Bastardizing Olumaya where the 80 years is hard then wada. Now, like I said, the chaotic reset has begun. And like I said here last week, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you are welcome. But our foot is going to be on your neck till it breaks. Because se first no ena yema wo kwan ena wo befa Ghana eye no dosoa this time around o maame atufo a yeso ye maame atuyefo utie se o maame atufo a yeso ye maame atufo. Now I would like to start off with an inauguration that happened. There is something people are not talking about, and that is the selection of the people he brought to his inauguration. Sir Osha John Mahama and Crawford from about this time were more of coup plotters, tyrants, people who have taken the seats of their country for so long. Someone like Paul Kagame. He has been on the throne for 24 years. What happens in Rwanda? Anybody that has been to Rwanda, I've been there once, okay? But anybody that has been to Rwanda, say we almost 3 capital cities now. Every place you would have bush. Anybody that knows Rwanda will tell you this. Apart from 3 cities, no, the remote part of Rwanda, water to drink is even a problem. And I'll tell you one secret about Paul Kagame. Whenever there is an election, he will make sure, say, right after election. So if you go to, I'm like Rwanda, for those who are familiar with Rwanda. If you go to Rwanda, there is this thing he does, say, once the elections is over, there is no campaign. There is no political party. There is no opposition. In Rwanda, there is no opposition. Anybody that wants to challenge, let them bring the evidence. In Rwanda, once election is done, every at the Sanka Ghana election area say, Anka away, John Mahama, Obama, Baumia, Alan, why no mobile standing, Obiabeko jail. Because he doesn't want you to do opposition campaign to what? To confuse the minds of the people. Because that's all my crying out that's not radio swap. And so ye bibi enya. Now who is going to advance your agenda? Nobody. It's your China said 3 months ibedu. Now ya kotu aba. Now we all the political leaders no. Munko campaign 3 months. So he's always winning. 24 years he's there. Enti by the time our Paul Kigame free hono, na ideology or the better minus no, it has impacted in everybody like Rollins did to us. Edu baby no over Rollins there now. Say you are afraid. The fear was there. You understand? And that is what Paul Kigame is. And he's the only decent one he actually brought. Apart for the rest of them. But you know, when you are a naive and shallow person, because of the decisions you make, you put your own self in danger. You invited coup plotters as a democratic president too. You invited coup plotters, did not even think about the region they are coming from. The intelligence in the world tells us, say Ghana, terrorists and these people are trying to come into this country. And the borders they are using is the Burkina Faso place. Because of lack of intelligence. Because of we just want to show off. You let somebody with a cocked gun at his waist climb the presidential podium to greet you. And you're a democratic president. I have nothing against the Burkina Faso guy. But we are talking about danger and protocol. Mr. Bansa, I don't mean any harm. What if this Burkina Faso president, as he is there, what if he had other motives? What if he was sent? We would have lost the president just like that. Look at it. Look, for those on Facebook, just look at that. American president, Ben, European president, Ben, and the Becca Charles, a young from military coup head. No fit yon shane ho, and through presidential podium say, Okotia president. Okokana kwa siampa for no mono, woman nyanse ni etrimno, they support such foolery. This man has a nest in command. Utie, the best he could have done, take the gun off the holster, because you are climbing the presidential podium. Anything could have happened. Where was the security of Ghana? Where was the security to protect our president, John Dramani Mahama? And because on one casano, a general when the training said the NCP, no, Nkwasi Afu Edina chair security phone in Ubi at you. I call for Prosper Bani as your security agent. Obey then amount. Obey then amount. He's the Prosper Bani is the security advisor for him. For his interim things are ECOSO right now. This guy could have lost his life just like that because of carelessness. And it is that same carelessness he's going to rule this country with. Yeah, exactly. Boss, look at the selection of people that came. Then those were his special guests. And these are people who have been tyrants in their country. And so he's emulating the same thing. Thinking and hoping, say, he will be able to extend anything. But today I got a news for John Dramani Mahama. We have voted for you. You are now the president of Ghana. Until the next 4 years, nothing is going to change. You are going to run the affairs of Ghana. The only thing we would ask, especially in the say, keep yourself safe for us. Because the task ahead has to be performed. The promises you made has to be performed. And we are not going to bury any president again, no. Ghana. No, we will not do that thing. Debbie. And after your presidency, if you want to die, die. But say we are president pa Ghana. Yes, president be never in the life of Ghana. So his security people should be smart. Like I said, I wish him well. Okay? But for the next 4 years, I'm going to be in his grill. Each time he fucks up. And this was the first fuck up. The second thing I want to talk about, the inauguration. All along, we have been made to know that Coup and Mahama and Ka, they don't like each other. So we, the supporters, too, don't like each other because this person don't like this person. So we don't like, because Ghana, they follow. But yesterday, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was able to say that, oh, he and Nana have been there in 96 and he came with his glasses and he's the only person that calls him Johnny. Meaning there's that cordiality there. So behind closed doors, Nanado and John Mahama are friends. With you. But when John Mahama comes outside, he tells his supporters that Nanado doesn't like me, so hate him. Such an idiotic move. We sit and we pamper foolishness in this country. Utie. The same person Mahama tells his supporters, but in telling them, disrespect Nanado, Kevin Taylor, Mundidi Marawi, Mundidi Nanado atem, Munfanum Fafom, Munfanum Fagotemuno. Sa Mahama Ria, and Ajuna Yen Yadida no a question and nine. No marry cognac, no marry nam, no wedding como, no moko. Kwasiano te asimfosu. Abua no te jine na ono onya party musica wansi di kra ni ye no. Oni NDC ni bia nya ntokwa. Oni MPP ni bia nya ntokwa. Onya no kra de ade bebo ni tirimaku no. Me, like I said, I chose to do politics because I want the facts and the truth to stand. And that is why, yes, I'm MPP, but if MPP fuck up, I'll be the first one shooting the gun. I don't wait. So those lazy leadership in MPP, most of them don't like me. They don't. Or they know say fellas they or knows how boy any there. Obeka kayese obeka debi. What in Sama Okafa Nanado? Just listen to the words he was saying about Nanado. But they made all of us believe, say, Yampe and Wasam. So you the supporters to go and fight. Burn places. Spoil things. Unyame nae. Utie. Unyame nae. Unyame onae. And I strongly believe that at the right time, the right meaningful Ghanaians will start seeing certain things with their own eyes. Overall, the creation of the place was nice. I really like the fact that, I really like the fact that they made John Dramani Mahama big, and then they made his running mate or the vice president big, showcase all of them, the colors they chose, the theme and everything was good. Okay, I actually got goosebumps when our first female vice president was being sworn in. And guess what? She was being sworn in by another woman. Yeah, very unique. That part of the event got me. The fact that we had Gertrude Tukonu swearing in Jaina Nopukwajima as our first female vice president. That is a plus. Utanyokwedra no way in America. It can't all be negative. And for some reason, I have never been a fan of Jaina Nopukwajima. But yesterday, I kind of felt that she might, if only Mahama will listen, I think she would be, I think her role will be more of an advisory, like the vice president is supposed to do. And I believe Mahama Tiena Nimpenny, because she's old, so she has the knowledge and wisdom. So should Mahama listen to her, I believe he will be able to succeed. The only problem I have is that, will they allow her to work? Because we saw what happened to Yapapa, Excellency Emisa Arthur Bequin, to the point where meetings are SSF Vice President, they sideline them. And I pray they don't do that this time. Other than that, the speech he read for me was empty. I'm sorry, the speech was empty because I didn't see the hope in the speech he gave. Just one shutdown can be because and he was so tense to the point where he was missing terms, calling Tinubu the president of the Federal Republic of Ghana. Ghana is not a federal republic. You see, but that is how it is. When you are not prepared for an office, whenever you are given those shoes, you fuck up. Whenever you are given the opportunity to say, no, striker, penalty to throw. And I who be that. But the penalty don't go over or Bonaco to throw line. That is exactly what he's going to do. That is exactly what he's going to do. The speech, there was nothing inspiring. And then his few shallow reporters on social media. He read it without no paper. He didn't plagiarize on him. Mr. Mwankasa na yeboni Jimmy na Jimmy. Eboni Jimmy and they saying, number one, this man had a teleprompter there. No reading was not a science so that all reading his speech from there. So he didn't read it from the paper, say paper than anymore, so, but there was something for him to look at. And he's a president, he's allowed to. This is your speech. There's a reason why it is written months, weeks, when you are being, elected. So that everything that has to go through it goes through it. You understand? Yeah. And they were talking about plagiarism. And there was so much of them inside the speech. I had a few I was trying to share, but there's no need for that because that's not why we are here. I'm here for three things. Are my videos ready? I want you to put Julius Deborah, this one. Fatu Onamenka Semin Fahon. Yes, say Agrobeye da Ifranopa. And based on the appointees he's choosing, we shall know. But and Onamenka say me because we know some anti and free wa ebehame. They are now saying that or say Chief of Staff Julius Deborah works with energy sector players to look for fuel for power plants as West African gas pipeline prepares to shut down for routine maintenance. Can I give you a secret? All right. Mokai 2017 when Nana Addo came into power. Mokai. Okay. There was a move he did. That was to go to first Equatorial Guinea and then Nigeria. Why? Because they are the people that supplies us with gas for this thermal. Until say yes, they say yenya Ghana gas near there. First and foremost, they are here at their power your plant, no? Utie. What we need to power our plant with is not the liquid fuel, it's gas. This all kinds of petrol, so you use fuel, as your yas taking tea, doom so beba. First and foremost, you are only preparing the minds of people, say, you are going to fuck up. Because in Crawford, Sika, Omedi Bebe to your electricity bill, he's not going to pay it, Obedi. What's your position 8 years old? He must make that money back. Now, this clearly shows why Nana Addo and John Dramani Mahama, there's a big distinction. When Nana Addo came to power and there was Dumso, he made his travels and made sure that he was getting prepared to get petrol or gas to what? To power these thermal plants. He paid half of the money. He was given time to pay the rest. And that is how they kept the energy on. Enti, ya to abe you say we are president. Oba, you know, so according to you, which is not even true, according to you, it is about power. So what do? You solve it. Isn't that so? Yeah. Do you find excuses? Your citizens who voted for you are expecting you to give them hope. And you are rather there dumping their spirit to say, the way I did that tells you he's incompetent. He cannot think outside the box to create anything to solve the power crisis. Other than that, in 2016, when you were leaving office, the energy sector debt was $5.2 billion. Today, it is 2.3 billion. And you are complaining and not finding solutions. 2. Se okotu se obi ye na dia. Men ka se e dey easy me to me aye. Because you don't know kwanya or fa so a or the yes adie ne mani gina so. You don't know. E kwanya na na do ne na ban fa so o ma power ni gina so for 8 years no. You don't know. So you will undermine the power you are enjoying. That's what I say. Last week, Menemo Kasana Meka said during Corona, some of them free light. Obi Tiaka. They are all my free light, Dano. Now, what better say power, Gina Swa, and they be a Mitimu Amidia, Jumeno, or the song catcher say, hey, winning. Many Doomso King, Doomso never baby. Because Sikeniho, Sikabe Nino. In any case, West African gas pipeline, who controls it? Nigeria. Who was his guest of honor? So why is he crying? What did Tinubu promise Ghana? And what did Tinubu promise, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama? That he is going to be with him every step of the way. But you know why he can't go there? Because the people in the oil and gas business in Nigeria knows Mahama say, or Bobosia Ontia, or Betadia Ontia. Or Fanono, or Tontiaka. Because you invite somebody who controls your gas pipeline, Collins, as the guy to come and be your guest. So you should have no excuse to even talk about, say, the power is going down. Because, hey, Ghana for, even though we have a power, this, I have a very close ties with President Tinubu. So we will work a way to make sure it comes on. But you already throw in the towel and tell Ghana and say, Dum Sobeba, without you even finding solutions. And we have voted for this stupidity. We have voted for this stupidity. And the same people that voted are going to be the ones that are going to complain. The chaotic reset has just begun. Already, I said, and you know, foolishly, they said, Ekufuado didn't leave petrol there for them. Oh, no, Korana Kani and Ukraine, so. 2016 we were in darkness. Into who Kokrana Kani and Ninaso. But obi to me by year Makani and Ninaso 8 years with 10 weeks of power interruptions. In the whole 8 years. Instead of you thinking outside the box to bring solution to your people, you are already preparing their minds. Hey, really, Mr. Mahama, get ready for more action. Because this is your second term, we are not going to sit aloof. No, we will not. Now, there is a danger. And me, I knew this was going to happen. MP before Anamo ye Jumama buying. MP before Anamo Ghana gas. MP before Anamo TDC. MP before Anamo Valco near the idea. Mose Dokrobu Okosro. Mose Sabi ya Mechenska ma constituency into Bu Fuan Kotwabano. And then Juba Kakana ye did end this for Pamon. Collins, to the point where you to be called two chief executive. Edaimu. Say ya mani urem. You to be called Ghana gas. Now ya call commander say, ya buy na bentimo amuya jua ho no BMPA. Colin, do you have the videos? For those of them that are watching on Facebook. I will not leave you spreading lies as you doing here. Papa Wisdom, thank that your name is Wisdom. Where is the lies I have told you? Whatever I read was what Julius Debra put out there. That Ghana gas, N gas should come to their aid, or Doomsaw is coming. So where is the lie? And then lie. Lie and then they said lie and then they said what is the lie I have told? You know, some of you, based on your stupidity, you would always belong to that foolish party. And my heart bleeds. Only BB. My heart bleeds because it is only foolish Ghanaians that when you're actually giving them the fact in their hands, they still tell you nonsense. Like, Collins, Asma Mekano, which of them came from me? Isn't it documented? These are things that, and isn't it fact say, and this if I Ghana gas say, Obi or Yajma won in MP, and where is the lie? These NDC members, Nankasano, now unim, they will cry very soon. Chairman, they will cry very soon. Especially the foolish ones that was talking about taxes, they are going to pay more taxes. Initially, he said he will cancel these taxes. Then guess what he said? Or say, because of IMF deal, CBI saying, you know, these taxes are tied into it. Very stupid way of thinking. COVID levy came before we went to IMF. Utie. May I say, COVID tax came before we went to the IMF. E-levy came before we went to the IMF. So how the fuck did they get tied into the system? Finding foolish excuse for lazy citizens. That is what he's doing. You said you were going to cancel in Asab. You'll be a wedding president. Now, taxes. Now, let me show you why the foolish NDC party can never compare it away itself to Nanado. When Nanado came, there was doom so mebwa. When he came, there was debt mebwa. Workers were not paid. Did he find an excuse? Weren't we still in IMF? Weren't there conditionalities? It's the other IMF, despite all the conditionalities, John Mahama and NDC Jama, they allowed Nanado to do free education. Now let's talk taxes. When Mahama was president, he said if he doesn't tax the people, where is he going to get the money to run the country? Akufo-Addo came and with all the hardship, abolished 17 taxes in 2017. 17. Including the condom tax and the KIA tax, the famous. It was all abolished in 2017. And Tiobi ba no or say tax no into Suruna tax no krano IMF wo kram into to minkwem. But all your campaign you no see obetwam. Tell me say so ko to so bi ye na de a. Man when say ye easy cause so nim kwan your fast so de ye. The same tax Mahama is telling you say he cannot cancel. When Nanado Bawumia came first year, they cancelled 17 of them. What no? Are you his size in terms of governance? You guys think we are going to joke with you people, eh? And this for face say and this time me catch them plane. And this for this time you guys are not the only mule people. Utie. This time around, NDC is not the only foolish people in Ghana. We have MPP boys like myself who are also very stupid like them. So we shall all bath in the gutter this time around. There's not going to be no breathing space. You said you will cancel e-levy. Don't come and tell us that it is tied with it is tied with nothing. Because those taxes were there before we went to IMF in 2023. E-levy was there before we went to IMF. So Mr. Mahama cancelled the betting tax in your first budget. He's not passed his first budget. That is why I'm not even weighing him on his performance. Because he's not passed his first budget. You can't blame him. No, right now nobody can blame Mahama for anything. No, to me, I'm like, that would be wrong. I'm like, do you understand? Yeah. At this very moment, to me, blaming him for nothing. Especially when it comes to the economy. Because on fan the budget in core parliament. It is on the budget in your parliament. Now emission tax, e-levy, COVID levy. When your car say, obey training in name with the draconian taxes according to foolish Genfi. According to that stupid Sami Genfi, those draconian taxes has to be cancelled in your first budget. And when you finish, add the private schools to the free education. When you finish, now all the headmasters and headmistresses will be on copy apron or the because now you are going to be buying jollof, things I idea jollof. This is what our children are going to eat. Because the one who promised us, say he's going to give us good food, has finally taken the throne. So in his first budget, we want to see those effects. John Mahama, you are not going to be left alone. No, this time it will not work. Yeah, lazy work in the accounts of Ghanaians. This time our eyes are going to be open. Our mouths are going to be open and busy for these 4 years. Ghana na obiye didi amen. No, right? But he was able to cancel taxes. 17 of them. You promised and campaigned, said there are draconian taxes you are going to take off. Today you want to meander yourself and say, oh, because of IMF deal I are signing we cannot cancel the tax. Are you stupid? You didn't know these things before you said you cancel them? You didn't get the memo? Phyllis Kwachofoso and that Joyce Muftad and Jimmy Fono, they didn't advise you that, Mr. President, these are things you don't do politics with. Because there is a video of you saying if you don't tax Ghanaians, how are you going to rule? And that trauma for no be a trying to bet up a betting tax in Uchem. Yeah, trauma for no. So I'm not to Sanka Siabani because I'm on kind and Pesku. Baby, you see, there are two people in Ghana, NDC and MPP. When the MPP approaches you, boss, because he wants to get something we get daily bread from. The NDC person, hey, chairman, no confuse for the boy say, hey, the 50, no agent. No, could be. Because she say, we are, obey this canoe, my boy. Now, I feel the next day, we say, oh, chairman, something small. At the end, this there be a laziness, man, 50 Ghana, 20 Ghana, no offended. But the MPP is always asking you for school, mommy opportunity, because that is the best way. Hey, Yaya Boni, Yaya Boni. Now, Sarah Boni, we know, is going to follow us for a very long time. Adenti. And a coup for Dubai, and one can say, oh, can you need you? When you want to mean trap taxes, we will try 17, Mumamo. And I'm a catcher, including the almighty catalyst tax, condom tax, and then the Kayayu tax in 2017. And in 2017, the same IMF now, Mahama say, Yatai and sent on to mean Tremuno, and my coup for the free education, even though we were still under IMF conditionalities. That speaks of two stories. The competent problem-solving one and the incompetent, lazy excuse-finding one, which is John Dramani Mahama. Utie. And there, we are Ghana ni. Now, we are Juma Ghana gas, your life is in danger. You know the sorry thing about their NDC for ECC, you know? There are some of these guys who work at Ghana Gas that was there before even Yibaye. Amila Nanadu came. They are NDC people. Some are CPP people. Some don't even join any political party. And you are saying because all political party are bentino, Obi MPA. Hey, boss, that video need be mama why Mr. Bobima those people who are there. Bobby Mama, where are they here? Okay. What they are? Now, we live in a country where somebody tells you, say, we're winning elections. And no one say, we are Juma, our cocoa board there. PA, free cocoa board. Yes, we are. Now, Mr. Bansa, you know the sad thing about it? When you see the people who are going to these places to sack CEOs and stuff, pay mukromu soda. Into your next, I would not say, go and be accountant here. On to me yet. But Jimmy and Nkasia Semunti, Nabayaba. Or baby take it over. Into your fame, more amode ebufuo. Utie. More amode ebufuo koto aba. Say mom penet near the today you are reaping it. At least anya hwe ekufu adwo de na we wadwuma. MPP on we wadwuma didi. Even though na obu afu aban no, but na wo didi o monthly salary ba. And then this force of my buying have been to Kofi Kotelafie, and they are doing it in the full glare. Look at this. For those of you watching on Facebook, this is real. To the point, so they are dropping. They have actually gone to the assembly to sack everybody that works at the assembly. If anybody knows somebody in Kofodia, call them and ask them, say, what has happened in Jobbing? Today, Jobbing, the NDC went there to sack people, say, yeah, mamu nye jume biyo ya buying aba. So this is the chaotic reset they were talking about. Yeah, because this is this is the way check. Police they all know, trying to keep law and order. And y'all grow. And y'all grow cry. There's a next one. Play some other ones. See what NDC is doing now. Oma buying a bentino. What we are Juma or any organization. This one is Ghana Gas. This morning. You see, they are sacking the people to leave the office. Play it again for those of you who want to see. This is Ghana Gas. Yeah, Pamo work be or be MPA. If you listen to the audio, Pamo every work or Ghana Gas will be so nipa ne NDC ni, so nipa ne MPP ni, so nipa ne to aba, so on to aba. Yes, say ya buy na benti no mo yeden, omo pam omo free. This Ghana Gas. Which one else do you have for me? We have to try and wrap up quick. Which one? Which other video do you have? This is also another one. This is NDC youths occupying an institution, government institution. Say, "Hey, Oma buy na ba." Please, those of you who want to see it on TikTok, you have to come on the Facebook, Koda Media TV. That is how you see it, because that's where it is showing. Today, I'm doing TikTok here with me, so I will not be able to show it like this to you. And today, I didn't do YouTube and Facebook, so I'm only doing TikTok. But these are live images. And do you know why they are doing this? Because they've sworn in their president, so whoever is not NDC should go home and sleep. Me, I don't remember 2016. MPP boys going to any place to sack anybody from working. I didn't see that. 2020, I didn't see any MPP vigilante group or youth group going around government agency say, yeah, free. I didn't see that. Whoever saw that, bring me a video evidence of it. Because this is video evidence of what they are doing now. We have messed up, and it's going to follow us. We think God was not thinking when he said take minority and leave the majority for them and give them the presidency and give them everything, because he knew this is what they will use it for. And they've already started. Art Nature, please, anybody who said they were sacked in 2017 when MPP came to office, provide us with the work, please. Evidence no one. Why didn't we report it? Why didn't the media talk about it? Because they are trying to find ways to say it is a lie. These days it will not fly. I remember 2008 when Kufuor lost and NDC came. 2009, the same thing they did. And free workplaces. They're not most they sack people. Today they are back again and they are doing the same thing. And because they want to find a reason to fool around, they will say, yes, so MPP buy no omo pam. Me say, obi a say pa onfa ho evidence mreduma be mu. And e pam. And nobody recorded it. No media house saw it. No newspaper agency saw it. And you think you are doing something, okay, fine. Wako pamo nipa kono so ye MPP ni so onye MPP ni wapamo no. And then what happens? Does that employ you automatically? And that is why they get angry and start drinking and dying. Because they put all these things there into their heads. And so when the time comes, qualifications then they get angry. We have indeed voted. And that vote is going to follow us. Is that all? Okay. For me, like I said, where's my sheet? Where is the sheet? I think I had a sheet here. Give me. Thank you. Just like I said, let me go if I have already gone through my plans and what I came here to do. Okay. The last thing I would like to do, and then I will call it a day, is the Techiman South. You know, they've started planting things in them, and now the NDC people are talking. Have you heard that video? No. Oh. Man, I should have sent that to you. I should have sent you the video. The Chiman for say, NDC for no penny for na catch rom say, Omane Martin J cause our code deal. Into no money amano. Can you imagine? And people actually believe say, Yeni MPP a code deal. That's why NDC has left the seat for MPP. More way. Police station here 100 or say Abubo 50. Una leading to Yenya kind. We shouldn't allow to count the rest. Because you can't rest now, baby. And they are putting this into the brains of their followers and they love it. So now they are saying, say, next election there, I'm on to NDC because they send this before you saw me the your agenda. The Chiman South, why you many people just so NDC can get something to cause more mayhem. And today, the same NDC leaders are telling you the same stupid thing, and you are following it. Our country is doomed. But like I said, for the next 3 months, as for me, Bano John Mahama, I will leave him alone. Okay? I would only criticize the issues. Okay? I will not turn into Kevin Taylor all of a sudden. Because as it stands, he doesn't have his budget. Call his inti. Say, oh, the Mahama betna right now, oh, bashina. Yan se bienim. Anameboa. Mani reading the budget in we. Now, we're reading the budget now, ye who say, okay, so be try 11 went to me. Okay, so be try betting tax went to me. Okay, so a report duties baba from went to me. No, now we tell him, say, we told you so. So that is where maybe ye Felix appear na the aton chain. Now, me the kedibo down for nesi so. Okay, kedibo down for the come na ba, ye who penny ni wakola. We speak it as it is. We wish them well. We pray they are able to follow what they said they will follow. We pray they remove the betting task. Because maybe again, I miss maybe see a betting nibi. Your friend is a 1S bet. Miss Mayibi. Last for them all. For me. Brentford was a 1. You know my man for me. I committed 2,000 Ghana. So already a woman. It is a say there's no betting tax no you free so. And one yes you be try now when you and free swap and yeah MPP for na baby bio or no one tram a door boys na bo bet no or promise you almost say oba obe ye free on woman na ebe twese kan e de aba no so baby ote no it wouldn't be us, but for now we have to leave him. It is not easy seeing him reading yesterday. You could see that Charlie at the end of a year for Upana. Because right when it was done, Jinapo comes and say, "Doom so beba." Unimu kwanya will be keep lights not on for this long. You don't know, but because of politics, stupid politics indeed. You promise you be try with me, you be try feel by us soon to me. Oh, by us soon to me. John Mahama be try my ashe. Yeah, the movie here. Now for years here, it will be a very interesting one. I'm just praying and waiting for him to present his budget, and once his budget is presented, and once the budget is read, we will now see. The last thing before I close, I thought he said he was against nepotism. People shouldn't bring their right now. Who is his right arm? Who is Kalitos Mahama? I don't know. It's a question I also asked. That's his brother. That is John Dramani Mahama's brother. Kalistos Mahama. That is John Dramani Mahama's brother. It's John Mahama. The other name you have here. Juma on the office they are and yan nepotism here. And no Sami Jenfie, Captain Smart here. Utie. Or Hina Babu Amo said, Diana, why not Funu say, 77 and Tribi on where Tiamuno, one way. Kevin Taylor, you who cry, Abu Abis are no way or any. Jimmy Foster, Kevin Taylor, no or any no dear baby. Now ye chain. On reading the budget in Yame, I do no read you are. Yes, so ya wo. Kosongo Bonawe wo. Mumbadi Nangai. Kwasongo we ye. He may say that man will wake up one day and say, "Me and I'm the president, me the bill. He better perform." Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you better perform, oh, you better perform. This is your second time. Nobody has been lucky in this country, Ghana, than you. And I think God gave you this second chance to redeem yourself. Stop buying excuses and throwing in the towel. It's too early. Some of us, we are waiting for you to read your budget. After you read your budget, we shall all be here to discuss where you are taking Ghana.